Hey familia, this is Pastor Hannibal here, and I have a question for you. Do you believe in God's power? I think that if you are a believer, you would say, yes, I believe in God's power. And the reason why we say that, not only because we have experienced that personally, but because the Bible shows you so. So for example, we know that God is powerful because in Genesis chapter 1, it says that He speaks and things happen. He creates things by the power of His word. That will be Genesis chapter 1, right? We know that God is powerful because in Psalm 97, for example, it says that the Lord speaks and even the mountains melt before Him. We know that God is powerful because in the book of Job, for example, it tells you that everything comes from Him. Everything submits to Him. Everything depends on Him. We know that God is powerful, for example, because in the Gospels we see Jesus Himself, the second person of the Trinity, performing all kinds of miracles. Raising people from the dead, for example, healing the sick, discerning people's thoughts. And of course, the most powerful example is He Himself raising from the dead. All of that is true. And in all of that, we can rest. Actually, this is one of the reasons why, as believers, we can be certain that God has the ability to do what He wants to do whenever He wants to do it. This is one of the reasons why, as believers, we can be certain that God has the power to deliver us from problems and give us freedom from struggles. On the other hand, though, I want to invite you to consider something a little bit different today. I want to invite you to consider that God's power is not limited to His ability to save you from problems. I want to invite you to consider that the power of God is so amazing that He can deliver you even in the midst of problems, that He can save you even through struggles, that He could give you release and peace even when problems don't go away. I think that that's what Paul had in mind in Romans chapter 7 when he says, "Your grace is sufficient to me." Have you ever thought about that? God is so and so powerful that even though He might not take everything away, all problems away, He's powerful enough to sustain you through whatever you're going through. Just think about that and rest in that.